therefore, I can say I am a resilient woman from Japan. That sounds okay, right? I like it. When I say that, right? When I say who I am a resilient woman. Yes, you guys do. It doesn't matter wherever you are. Or you can even say, I am a resilient man, right? You can say that. Tell yourself, because you've gone through so much. You are here, right? So many people didn't make it till today. Or so many people give up. But I know whoever's watching, right? You are trying. You're trying to live every day. Do your best every day, right? For yourself, for your family, right? So, congratulations. You are resilient people. And then, you are a resilient person. And we are resilient people. We have a mindset, right? So, but I believe that's something we weren't born with. I think we become resilient by going through hard things, hard experience, right? I agree that way. I hope you agree too, right? Yes, I am 51 years old. In my life, oh yeah, I've had so many hard experiences. Here you are, Tessa Marie. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, right? And then I am pretty sure you've gone through hard life. And then when you overcome, when you decided, yeah, it is really hard right now, but I am going through no matter what. These hard things is not going to beat me down. I'm not running away from these hard things, or I am not running away from this fear, right? And then you tell yourself, I am that kind of person, can go through hard things, can face or can overcome hard things, fear. And then I will be resilient, right? So I am a resilient woman. Thank you so much. Like, I kind of like, when I say that, resilient woman. So I thought maybe I should dress like that, right, Tessa Marie? I learned from you too. Thank you so much. So it's maybe Tessa's here too, and then Yamage-san's here too, and hopefully whoever's watching, maybe I'm gonna save this one, right? So whoever's watching later, I hope you can kind of resonate. You can feel you relate it too, right? That way, because how do I say it? Okay, here's the things. I'm gonna just put it that way. Yesterday, I had a client, Japanese lady, right? She has kids, she has a husband, of course. Okay, so she said, well, they've been married for a long time. She said, resilient. どっちかっていうとね、打たれ強い。そう、弾力性って出るでしょ、日本語で。でもね、なんかこう、打たれ強いっていう方が、言葉が、このライブの中ではぴったりくるかもしれない。ありがとうございます、山源さん。So, she said, my husband told me you have changed. You're not like Japanese woman I knew. You're not Japanese woman I met you a long time ago. Like you're not like that. You're not typical Japanese woman. And then he really missed that Japanese woman. He felt a little bit lonely, or he felt a little bit sad because his wife in front of him, she's starting to be more resilient woman, right? She just like I don't say she has an attitude. She has a stronger mindset. She became resilient, right? And then her husband, just like, typical Japanese woman, the woman I married, she just like do whatever. Like it's like, I'm doing anything for you. My husband, would you like to have a tea? Right? Or this is the thing, Tesawari. I cannot believe it. Some Japanese women, okay, when husband put the socks on, they put the socks on for him. Duh, I can't believe it. or some Japanese women, this is another thing. Oh my God, that makes me crazy. That makes me laugh. They wash husband's body for him, for them. Can you believe it? I wouldn't do that. No way. Or some husband, they don't even make their own tea, green tea. They sit down and they just like, tea. Oh, they didn't even say tea, actually. It's a worst case, okay? If they say tea, at least they're a little bit of better version, okay? They're a little bit better. And then some guys just like don't sit down, and their wives, right? Some husbands sit down, and wives, they just kind of like, oh, it's time to serve tea. And they put a tea. And he didn't even say thank you. He just like, and started tea. Right? Yeah, serving. Serve is a joy. Yes, that's like, I don't know. I cannot understand the mindset, right? Actually, my mom didn't even do that. But I see so many women in Japan, and then I still hear, right? They do that. And I just like, and then I don't know. I don't see, it's like, no, I'm getting, sorry, too emotional, sorry. Oh, yeah, what happened to his hands? I don't know. Maybe he just cut off his hands or something like this, right? Serve with pain. Yeah. Serve with pain. That's exactly. My aunt was like that. My aunt in Japan, she just like serve. Not herself. She served others. And then I didn't really see her smile. I saw her a little bit smile in the mouth, but not with her eyes. That's a memory of my aunt, right? So, me, no way. And then, of course, when I came to Canada, right? Or when I got married, yes, I have a little bit of that Japanese typical woman things in me, right? I still had a little bit in me. But as I going through the life challenge, hard time, tough time, so many nights I cried, right? And those things, like I believe I wanted to run away from hard time. But those things actually have helped me to be more resilient, right? And I like that way. Actually, I am so thankful that tough time we're going through. And you know it. Somebody probably will know it. You came from another country too. To start your own life, okay? Job, right? Married, job, house, and then kids, right? It takes more effort. It takes more effort. And you have to go through hard things. And then you cannot, you know what? It's like, I'm sure we do have the mindset. We cannot run away. We gotta do it. We gotta do it anyway. It's like, so many hard things come, but we gotta do it anyway. And those things, like just have built like us stronger too, right? So therefore we can say we are resilient women, right? Yeah. So, yeah. You think effort is the least of? I know. Oh my gosh. You know you know what I mean, right? Thank you so much. Yeah. So, anyway, that's my friend said, and then I told her, I understand, but you know what? we cannot go back. The soft, gentle, serving, typical Japanese woman that he met, our husbands met, like, you know, a long time ago. We cannot go back. And we don't want to go back. Because once we go, if we decided to go back, right, what's going to happen? I'm not going to have fun, right? I'm going to blame on myself, or I'm going to blame on the hardest situations. We don't want to do that, right? So that's why it's like what we are going through, and especially like us. Like today, maybe I will put it like the us, the women came from other country, starting to building life and family and, you know, job, all of those things. The hard, it's really, really hard. You know, when kids start school, and then I just like, I don't know what was going on. And then Japan, we start school April. Here is September. In order to put the kids in September, we had to register kids February. I didn't even know that, right? But, you know, somehow I had to find out with friends' help, right? Because those friends, some friends, their kids are bigger, so they help me out, right? And they are also going through the tough time. That's why they are helping out. They have a strength to help us out. So I think when you become, right, if you are resilient, becoming a resilient person, you can help out the others. And those others, they can look up yourself. I mean, not you. They're going to be so appreciated. You're going to be a great, I shouldn't say role model. Maybe the role model is not the right way. And then I think you're going to give them hope, right? And then the things they want. I try to find it in English. Hey, Miki-chan, thank you so much for coming, right? So I do that. Like, just, I like it. Being resilient. I believe, you know, I don't know how to put it that way. But the more resilient be, English, it's not good. That's okay. I'm not afraid of making mistakes, right? I am making mistakes actually. By this, you know, sometimes I show up Instagram Live in English, you know, a couple times a week. And then, like, you know, I make mistakes. I make mistakes. But that doesn't mean that I make mistakes. So that doesn't mean I'm not going to show up. I'm going to quit because I am so embarrassed, right? Or I disappointed myself that I cannot speak, you know, perfect English, or I make so many mistakes when I do, like, you know, IG lives, you know, because English is my second language, of course. But that doesn't keep me away from doing IG lives. I'm gonna keep showing up because by making mistakes, through mistakes, and I become more resilient, right? And the people see me become resilient. Like, oh my gosh, Yuko-san! You know, hey, Riri-san, thank you so much for coming. Oh my gosh, Yuko-san! Like, you are making mistakes, but you still keep going. You know, I am hoping that my attitudes, my resiliency, is that the right word? I don't know. By me being resilient, help other women to try hard things, right? I mean, not try, to give us strength to go through hard things. And actually, once you start become more resilient, right? Of course, hard things coming, you know, it's like just tough time. Of course it comes. You know, if you don't have a hard time or tough time, like, you know, what's life for? It's a lesson. But we find out like, oh, this situation is really hard. But you know what? I know when I overcome, when I go through, right? when it's kind of go through this tough time, there's a fun things waiting for me. There's a joy, there's a fun things, there's a celebration waiting for me. I know it. I know it. Because that's how starting, because I started to become more resilient, right? So it's a good things. It's a good things, right? So that's why, I find that the women, okay, I'm going to tell my friends. I'm going to just use example. Friends, I got lots of Japanese friends in here, okay? Live here almost 25 years, 26 years, right? And I know them. I live with them too. They're like my sisters, right? At the beginning, whenever something happens, we freaked out. We just like, I don't know what's going to happen. Oh my gosh, I'm stuck. I am so scared. Like, we go to the bank. And we couldn't speak good English back then. So we just like, I want to make a checking account. How? And the lady at the bank, she just like, some ladies are friendly, but the lady at the bank, some of them just like, what do you want? And they're eating donuts and coffee. What? Because taking so long, we explained that we want to have a checking account or we wanted to send the money to Japan. It's like, it's so hard at the beginning, right? We explained to the lady at the bank that I need to send the money to my mom in Japan. How do I do it? That word is so difficult, right? And then some is so nice. Some just like, what? What do you say that? I don't get it. And then, okay, thank you so much, bye. There were so many days, not on the bank, at the doctor's office, or government office, at the store. There's so many times, days, I've gone through a tough time. And you guys gone through a tough time, right? But every time, those tough time situations, we wanted to cry, we wanted to freak out, but what are we gonna do? Life continues, right? I have a kids at home, my husband, I have a house. If I don't go through this tough time, I cannot live. I couldn't live, right? I couldn't keep all my life going. So, with our friends' help, we started to overcome the tough time. And we became resilient. So that's why we get a little bit of upset. The reason is we get a little bit upset, right? When husbands says, you're not like who you were right now. You're not the same. You're not the same. The woman I met a long time ago. You're not the same. Not typical Japanese girl I fell in love with. That's why we take it a little personal. Living outside of Japan, it's hard. It is hard. You gotta try a little hard, especially even if not even working. Just live here is hard, right? And think about it. The women, they starting to work, right? In English, the environment. I have a friend. She started working at Tim Horton. She had a really hard time first couple months because she couldn't speak English much, right? And then there's so many times the customers or co-workers, they were talking, they're saying like, can't you take order? Or sometimes they order, she couldn't understand English much, but she tried hard. But she served the wrong coffee. Some customers get mad. That's hard. That's hard, right? So working, or like me, having a business, that's hard too. But you know what? I always know in my mind, I can learn from this hard experience. I don't want to run away because I knew, or still I know, like I always say, when I overcome these hard things, I can grow. I can be more resilient, right? So I want you guys to think about it. You guys having a hard time now? I understand. It's hard. Going through a hard time I really get it. But, those experiences help you become who you really want. Yeah. If you choose to stay in a comfort zone, if you just choose to I'm gonna stop trying. Why not? I just go easy ride, smooth ride. But actually, you have to think, to choose easier life, actually your life is going to be harder. You know what I mean, right? Yes. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this conversation in my English. Yeah, I'm gonna keep trying. And then I have lots of respect for my friends, right? So because we gone through a hard time, but we don't give up. We don't give up. Just we gotta keep living. I've been surrounded by lots of resilient women. Environment really help. If you want to be more resilient, you gotta choose the environment, right? Choose your friend, because whoever you're gonna be surrounded with, you're gonna become what you're gonna become, right? So you are whatever, you just I don't like that local friends, but she's my friend. I've known her a long time anyway, and you're not happy, right? It's your fault. You have to be strong to choose your friend. Okay? So that's about it. Oh, thank you so much, Desiree. Thank you. I am so happy that you said great IG Live. Thank you so much. So anyway, it's about time to say goodbye. You know what? Speaking English on live, it's still challenging. But that's why sometimes I just go here and there. But this, mistakes and failure. But, I used to be so afraid of failing, right? I'm going to embarrass myself. And even if I used to think, oh my gosh, I go IG Live. If I fail, I'm going to die. I even think that way. Just my heart was so beating. I had a lot of fear. But by facing my fear, I just started to be stronger. I'm going to build resilient, I am becoming a resilient person. Hey, Rosie, thank you so much. Good morning. Wow, it's early for you, right? Thank you. Tessa said 15% courage. You go, yes, that's a lot of percent. I know Tessa told me, you know what? You're not 1% anymore. You've been doing 1% courage in action so long. You're starting becoming just more. But you can still encourage, especially women, to take 1% courage in action because you've been experienced it. That's from your experience, right? Yeah, I can see. You guys can see too, right? You guys can see. Rosie and Tessa, we're movement makers. And then we see from our beginning, right? First, Tessa was already confident. I can see that. But the Rosie, your voice was shaking like me. I just Rosie speaks English. How come her voice is shaking? I used to think that way too. But you know what? When we try something new, when we try something, it's not when we try something, it's very, very uncomfortable. When we challenge something, yeah, it's very, very scary. But we have something inside ourselves. Something just we have to just let it out. We have to talk about it. We have to keep showing up because something inside ourselves, we know we can serve people. We can help out the people, right? Okay. Oh, Hiroko-san, good morning. Thank you so much. Yeah, so much improvement. You too. You too. I am so grateful that I have a great friends. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I am hoping, or I am pretty sure you have a great Wednesday or Thursday. All right.